So I hope that's all set up. And we're going to pull up these special deals for today's lesson. Now, there's a lot of people here today, and I'm really surprised because this is, it's such an easy bid to use, but it doesn't come up very often because you can only use this bid when the opponents are pretty experienced players. And if you play in the limited game, you're unlikely to come up against it. However, that's not to say you will never come up against it. We have a couple of pairs at our club who play a system where this bid is almost essential. So I have an agreement with all my partners that if anybody plays this special system called precision, that we play this convention called Mathe. So what is precision? First of all, it was invented by a Chinese gentleman that I think his name was C.C. Wei, W-E-I. And he invented it back in the mid-20th century. And his good lady wife, Kathy Wei, who actually played at our club on more than one occasion. I couldn't believe I saw her in our large playing room. She must have been in town and came to grace our presence. Anyway, she has popularized it and made it famous, and it's probably now played all over the world. It consists of something that's so contrary to what we all play that it stands out. Number one, if they open one no trump, they have a weak hand. We always have 15 to 17, and that came down from the original 16 to 18 that was popular during the 20th century. Now we all play 15 to 17. But the weak no trumpers, the precision players and the alcohol players, they play something like 13 to 15 or 12 to 14, maybe even less than that. Mike Wolf frequently plays 10 to 12 when he plays with Molly O'Neill. So that's part of the system. The other part of the system is the same way that we open two clubs, got a very strong hand, 4 losers at best. The precision players open one club. So their 2 club bid is completely natural, usually with at least 5 clubs and less than whatever their beginning point is. Now, the original precision 1 club always promised at least 19 points, but I think that's come down to 16. And again, basing my current knowledge on Mike Wolf's system, when he opens 1 club, you can take to the bank that he has at least 16 points. It might be a no trump hand, but too big to open their weak no trump system. It always guarantees 16 points or more, and it's artificial. In the same way that our 2 club bid is strong, artificial, and forcing, the precision 1 club is also strong, artificial, and forcing. But it could be a lot less than our 2 club bid. As I say, mostly it starts at around 16 these days. So when we open 2 clubs, it's unlikely that the opponents have a really good hand. But there's a way to interfere when you have not a good hand, but you have great shape. Think Dolly Parton. You know, that kind of hourglass shape, you know, with 2 5-card suits, a singleton and doubleton. That's what I call good shape. So when somebody opens a precision 1 club, we could have great shape, or we could have a pretty good hand, quite a lot of strength. So when they open 1 club precision, we want to get in their face if we possibly can. So we're going to look at some deals where they have that kind of precision 1 club opener, and we're going to explore some ways that we can get into the auction and maybe mess them up. So let's start with the first hand. I just have to pull up my, make certain, I've been talking so long, I want to make certain that I've got the, I'm sure I already selected them, so we'll redeal and go. So Pam, how will she open this hand?
We can't see all the hands. This is Vicky.
How do I want you to?
I don't know.
For the benefit of all the kibitzers, and why should you be left out? We'll do this. I'm not sure that this is the right deal, but we can work it, so no problem. So playing precision, I meant to say this. I didn't even want you to guess, because I'm going to tell you. I think I put this in my little note
Yes.
somewhere, that we're probably going to have to wait for me to tell people what to bid today, because this is so foreign and contrary. So when we count Pam's points, 4, 7, 8, 12, 15, 18 points, this qualifies for a precision 1 club opener. I want Pam to bid 1 club. And that just screams to her partner, at least 16 points over here, partner. So let's get off to a good start. Now, the first thing we're going to learn is that 1 club, strong, artificial, and forcing, that Vicky can bid 2 clubs to say, I've got a boatload of clubs and don't expect me to have a lot of points, because he said he's got 16 or more. But I want you to lead clubs and I'm trying to screw them up. So in other words, my 2 club bid is natural. So we should have about 10 points, I suppose, because we're bidding at the 2 level. She's got 3, 6, 9, 11.
I have a question. Is the 1 club alertable?
Yes, in fact, as the directors have been telling us all along, this precision 1 club system requires a pre-alert. So at the beginning of the round, when these players, when north, south, or when you go to their table, north, south are required to tell you before anybody bids, we play precision. And if you don't know what that means, you say, what is that? You say, our bid is strong, artificial, and forcing. We will alert all our other bids and be happy to explain. That's typically what happens.
Okay.
So I've been to tournaments where, I don't know what's going on, and they will pre-alert. Sometimes they give you something in writing that says, we do this crazy stuff, and here's our suggested defense. What you do if you've got a good hand, and we did this crazy bid ahead of you. This will help you, find your place. And I mean, that seems extraordinary in a competitive game. But bridge is the game of gentlemen and ethics and courtesy. No matter what you might have heard or seen at the table sometimes, those are the parameters within which we're supposed to play and enjoy the game. In other words, 0 tolerance, no impatience with people. And some of my partners get a little impatient at times. I get impatient, but I love playing at home, because if I scream,
I can't hear you.
nobody hears it but me, not even the cat. So in this auction, 1 club, 2 clubs is a nice way to interfere in their auction. Now,
So Rose, oh,
go ahead, Gail.
okay. I'm going to ask, you would, the 2 club bid, you would have to know you're playing against precision, because otherwise it could be Michael's.
Exactly. This is not Michael's. Our agreement, the agreement, once we start to play Mathe, is you'll see in a moment that any suit we bid is natural, including 2 clubs. 1 club, 2 clubs is natural. We're just putting a spanner in the works. Think of that long suit that you have, a 1 suited hand. Think of it as a spanner, and you want to throw it in and spoil their auction. Because it means that, first of all, South has got to respond at the 2 level. So you're already using up space. So I'm not really familiar with all of the follow-ups with precision, but let me say this to you. Somebody once explained the difference between our style of bidding and precision bidding in a way that I thought was so simple and so easy to follow. So in our system, we try to find a fit, preferably in a major, and then decide how high to go. Everybody agree with that?
Mhm.
So like once two spades, and now we know we found a fit, and the opener has to decide whether to go higher or not. In precision, it's the opposite. First, we find out how high we should go, and then we look for a fit. So with the south hand, with 0 to 7, if you hadn't interfered, they would have a way to show that. Once you interfere, my guess is they don't have to do anything. So what is Judy going to do? So south is going to pass. And
Well,
going to probably pass.
right.
And north has to fudge with what to do. Well, he'll very likely double to say bid any suit except clubs. I make the perfect dummy. So please double, Pam. Pam, can you? Thank you. Good. Vicky did her damage. She's going to pass. And poor Gail has to bid 2 hearts. She might choose to pass. She's got ace third of clubs, and her partner's got 16 points somewhere else. So maybe we should just pass. Think about pass.
That would be nice to me.
So so if you were to pass, and so they play two clubs doubled, even if they make it, they're not going to make a telephone number. They'll make, you know, 2 clubs 180. 2 clubs making is 90, doubled is 180. That's not the end of the world when you've got nothing to help your partner. You know, if partner's got 16 and you've got 4, that's only 20. Doesn't sound like it's enough for game. So that might end the auction. Here we have 2 hearts. That's going to be wonderful for you. You're going to have to lose 2 diamonds, and turns out no spades, and 1 heart. Okay, so the bottom line on this deal is that over 1 club, 2 clubs is natural. Any questions so far?
Okay.
Okay. So let's go on to the next hand. Pam is the dealer. Now with this hand, Vicky's got a very nice hand. Ask for an undo, please, Vicky. Do you remember I said that when we've got great shape, we can interfere? So you don't know whether to bid spades or hearts. And we don't have a Michael's bid here. If they weren't playing precision, you could bid Michael's with this hand. So we need a bid that's going to be effectively the same as Michael's, to say, partner, I have both majors. And that bid is double. Vicky's going to say double. Double, partner, I'm 5-5 in the majors. Take your pick. Now with 7 points, that's the magic number for responder. I think she's going to pass, to say that she has nothing to say here. Okay, I'm going to have to mute everybody because there's significant interference. Let me just find my toolbar. So those people who need to speak, I think you know how to unmute yourself. Okay. So I think everybody's muted now. Hopefully I'm not muted. Did I mute myself?
No.
No.
Okay, so once we like better than hearts. So where does that leave north? North can bid 2 diamonds. There he's got diamonds, but I hope you can see how effective it is to get a bid on the table, even though their bid is very intimidating when they 1 club precision. Let's go on to the next hand.
Couple of questions and requests.
Okay, go ahead.
The request, can you close the people list so they can see just the cards?
Perfect.
And going to, I think it's board 1. How do you know to pass? You don't know what South has.
How does who know how to pass?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
I think it went 1 club, 2 clubs. So number 1, because they have to pre-alert the fact that they're playing precision, it always gives you an opportunity to say, partner, remember that we're playing Mathe. Double for the major, 1 no trump for the minors, promising 5-5. So this is the purpose of the pre-alert, because we don't encounter precision players every day. So it's unusual. So as a courtesy, they pre-alert their system so that we can discuss what our defense is. And if you were to say to good players who use this system, I've never heard of that before, what is it? Well, how do we defend? Is everything different? They might tell you, well, we suggest double for the majors and bid 1 no trump for the minors. And they won't tell you anything more than that. And not everybody will tell you that. They'll just be glad that they're going to get a good board off these suckers. But good players are usually very gracious. So I read somewhere that the better the player, the nicer they are at the table. So that's one of the reasons I try to be really nice at the table, so people think I'm a better player than I am. So, and I encourage you all to do the same. Oh, he's so nice. He always explains his bids. There you go. See, good player. All right. So once again, Pam has got it. Oh, did you have another question, Paul?
Yes. From the previous question, this is Patricia. She's asking, how does North know to pass? South only gave a suit. We don't know how many points South has.
And yes, North knows that South has 0 to 7 points for the pass. I'm pretty sure that's how it would be played. I could be wrong, but I think I said at the time, maybe the person wasn't in the room then, that typically 1 club, and if the next person passed, so 1 club by North passed by East, if South has 0 to 7 points, they have a way to show that. So my guess is that 1 club, 2 clubs pass is a good way to show that they have nothing. And my guess is that if they had 8 or more, then double would be a good way to begin, or bidding a suit might be a good way to begin. So North knew that they had nothing, and he's just hoping that he can get enough tricks with his good hand rather than guess where to play it. So on this hand, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12, 18 once again. So 1 club. And this time, I don't know if Vicky heard me give the clue on this one. Double for the majors, 1 no trump for the minors. She did hear me. Well done, Vicky.
Thank you.
1 no trump for the minors. Now with this hand, Gail's got a good hand. So she wants to, she wants to do something here. So what could she do? Well, I think that she would probably bid 2 hearts. Say, I have more than 7 points, and I have a 5-card heart suit. So what has he got? 18. And now he knows his partner's got at least 8 points, 25, enough for game, and he's got a fit, four hearts. So they found their game. Our interference didn't do enough damage to them. They were able to show their hand. But if we never interfere, they will always find their right spot. And if Judy's hand was a little bit better, she would even bid 5 clubs to take a sacrifice, because she's got very little defense against 4 hearts.
A question regarding East bid. What do you alert?
You'd have to say both minors. One no trump bid should be alerted as both minors. So just to go over this, 1 club double is both majors. 1 club precision, 1 no trump is both minors. It's like when you think about it, 1 club double is the same as our Michael's bid. And 1 club, 1 no trump is the same as our unusual 2 no trump. So they're both hands that we would recognize as wanting to interfere over an opening bid by North. So here's a great way to show them. 2 5-card suits. Okay. Let's go on to the next deal. So 1 club, pre-alerted, precision, at least 16 points. Very good. She doesn't have 5-5 in the minors, so she's just going to bid her suit, 1 diamond. And what is Gail going to do? I think you can bid 1 heart. I think 1 heart's good enough. So I think this would show a 5-card heart suit, and at more than 7 points. Not 100% certain because I don't play precision, but that would be my guess. And once again, 4 hearts. So we found it. But your partner is going to lead a diamond, and that should set up a diamond trick for you. And he's probably going to have to lose a spade. So with any luck, you'll get a diamond and a spade, unless he can get rid of things. Any questions? The 1 club double for the majors, 1 club, 1 no trump, both minors.
To alert that? Do you have to alert the no trump and the?
Have to alert the, but you don't have to alert the any other suit bid. So 1 club, 2 clubs, just natural if they ask. 1 club, 1 diamond, natural. 1 club, 1 heart, natural. So when a bid is natural, you don't have to alert it.
Thank you.
Club double, self-alert, both majors. 1 club, 1 no trump, self-alert, both minors.
Thank you.
So I just muted everybody again. The noise is very distracting. Okay, look at this. Gail bid 2 diamonds. She's got a natural diamond suit and more than 7 points. And Judy bid 2 hearts. She's got a fit with her partner, and she's not frightened. Well, I think Pam's just going to bid 3 no trump here. His partner bid is probably going to bid 3 no trump. Will he make 3 no trump? Be Mike Wolf sitting in that chair. partner's got a long diamond suit, that's going to be at least 5 tricks. 2 heart tricks is 7. And your partner's only got 5 points in diamonds. So she rates to have a card somewhere else as well. But maybe there's a play for 3 no trump. And that's probably going to end the auction. So what are you going to lead against this, Vicky?
3 no trump, probably that. Queen of hearts. Oops, someone has to pass. I can't lead.
Okay. So
It should have been the 7, I think.
no, I think it would be the queen.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to win a cheap trick with the 10, do you? You don't know quite what he's got. So I think these days, especially as you know, it's like Jack 9, it's an almost 3 cards.
Okay.
I think that's probably a better lead. So, so on this lead, we're going to get the 2 hearts, but we'll win 1 heart, probably go after diamonds and make them pitch and get a feel for things. And then we're missing the ace queen of clubs. So if you play the jack, if it's covered with the queen and then loses to the ace, you might be able to set up 2 clubs. They, of course, will lead a spade. You've got nothing that's easy for you. But they're going to have to pitch a lot of cards, and I'll be curious what they keep. They're going to have to find 4 pitches from you know, and West has to retain a heart to get to her partner. And then what? So you have a very good chance of taking 9 tricks as the play unfolds. Of course, you've got to throw stuff away yourself. My guess is that you might actually have to do something very early. Not quite sure what, because once you get to the diamonds, you have no other way to get there. You can't duck the heart. Okay, let's go on to the next hand. Aha, she's saying, what do I do now? I don't have 16.
That was my question. Didn't I need 16 for 1 club?
5, 8, 11. Okay, not enough for no trump, to open 1 no trump in this system, which is probably 13 to 15, for instance. So we're going to open 1 diamond with this hand.
Well, that is what the 1 no trump is in precision, is 12 to 14. So she has that.
So it depends on what range people play. I said at the beginning that some people play at 13 to 15, some play at 12 to 14. Mike Wolf, I think, probably plays at 11 to 13 or even 10 to 12. So it varies. But with this hand, with what, 5, 8, and 3, 6, 5 is 11, 14 points. This does not fit their no trump range. So how would he open a hand like this? He will open it 1 diamond. Okay, 1 diamond. And now, in the same way that 1 club, 2 clubs was natural, 1 diamond, 2 diamonds is also natural.
Oh.
Okay. Just ask for an undo. Thank you. So 1 diamond, 2 diamonds would also be natural. So as I've said several times this morning, these bids are so contrary to what we know that people would have no idea what to do if they come up against this, whether it's in an open game or in a tournament, when you go after a tournament. And, you know, we have to go to tournaments to get our colored points. We're very lucky we can get some fractions of red and gold on certain BBO games from time to time. But there's nothing like going off to a tournament and playing in games and winning your gold. But you're going to play against people from all over Florida or all over the country at a national event. And they're going to bring different bids. Certain conventions are popular in one area of the country, not so much another. You will certainly see things that you have not encountered before. And that's the purpose of just drawing this to your attention. So you can say to your partner, okay, it's very easy. 1 club, 2 clubs is natural. 1 diamond, 2 diamonds is natural. 1 of a minor by them, both artificial. Any suit we bid is natural. 1 club, double is the majors. 1 club, 1 no trump is the minors. That's all we need to know. Mostly natural, those 2 special bids. And then we can at least cope in the auction and interfere if we choose. So here, 1 diamond, 2 diamonds is natural. 3, 4, 6 points, Gail's going to pass. And Judy has nothing to say, so she's going to pass. And now it's up to Pam, and what is she going to do? She might now bid 1 no trump to say, well, that's the best thing I can do. Or she might pass, or she might double and hope her partner's got a long suit. So it really messes them up when we bid this way, when we interfere. Okay, so Vicky's the dealer this time, and 1 club, precision. Now we're going to see who's been paying attention.
Uh-oh.
You better pay attention.
Very good. 1 partner, I have both minors.
Wait a minute, we're playing precision.
So nothing to say by Judy. She's got less than 7 points. And now it's Pam's turn to bid. What is she going to do? Well, she can't pass 1 no, I mean, she cannot pass 1 no trump. So her partner promised both minors, so she's bidding 2 diamonds. Okay.
Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but
Oh, I think you should.
okay.
No, I'm not going to give you an undo, Pam. That was fine.
Oh,
Oh, no, what happened? I guess
someone gave her.
It did
Someone
an
gave her an
undo. Do you want me to bid the diamonds or something else?
has both, so your choice. So you have the jack of diamonds and you have 3 babies in clubs. So I understand why you would prefer to bid diamonds. They're equal length, your choice. Just as a matter of interest, normally when I'm equal length, I bid the lower ranking so that if they double, I can retreat to the other one. So I would normally bid 2. And if they double, there was an imbalance.
Isn't,
Okay, so 2 clubs. And I think Vicky wants to bid. And now Gail told her story. She's done. And Judy's going to pass. Well, I think you owe your partner a bid to 3 spades. Judy. Doesn't really matter, but your partner could have a lot more than 16. So I think you need to show him that you've got a fit and you're not completely broke. So I would bid 3 spades and he might bid 4 spades.
Yep.
Well, he fair is 4 spades. Well, he's got to lose a heart. maybe he'll lose 2 hearts and no clubs, 1 diamond, and no spades. What did I say? He'll lose a diamond and a club, no clubs, a diamond and a heart, and no spades. He'll make 4. So it'd be nice to be in game when you've got a 6 count opposite a precision strong club. Okay, let's go on to the next one.
We have a general question, please.
Go ahead.
Elizabeth says, I've played against opponents that have strong 1 club, but then they play, I guess, other hands, normal. Is that possible, or should they be playing precision on every hand?
Well, the question is, what do you bid if you don't have 16 points? So you can either bid 1 no trump, or you can open 1 diamond to say I have less than 16 points and no 5-card major. So that would be in a range of 11 to 15. You could open a major, which would be a 5-card major, 11 to 15. Or you could open 1 no trump, which would be whatever your range is, 11 to 30, 12 to 14, or 10 to 12. So you have choices of other things, but they're all part of the precision system, and they would have to alert each bid. You alert the 1 club opening before you even take the cards out of the trays. And then if they open a diamond, they're supposed to say 11 to 15, no 5-card major. If they open a major, that's natural, there's nothing to say. If they open 1 no trump, they have to announce the range. So I hope that answers the question. It's all part of the same system. By the way, I've never learned precision. I've often thought about learning it, but I haven't really played with a partner on a permanent basis who plays precision. So I might learn it now that I'm playing with Molly regularly. We're playing a weak no trump system at the moment with varied success. There are days when it works for us and days when it works against us. So we had a particularly bad day last week and decided, well, should we switch to strong no trumps? And we said, let's give it another week. We had a really good game on Thursday, not such a good game yesterday. So there you go. Whatever system you play can be disrupted by opponents. So Gail, it's up to you. 5, 10, 15, 20. How will you open the bidding? Playing precision 1 club. Perfect. Double for both majors. North is going to pass, show a bad hand, and Vicky's not allowed to pass.
Oh, I was afraid you'd say that.
So your partner has both majors.
Yeah,
She's got at least 5 in each of them.
okay.
So you're just going to bid 1 heart. How bad is that?
Hmm.
And now Gail's going to say double to make her partner bid. And Judy's going to pass.
No, I'm going to be 2 hearts.
Really?
Yeah, look, I don't have a defense against them.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, but Judy, you're making me play it if we end up there.
North is off the hook. So North has nothing to say, really. That's going to end the auction. So you have to be careful here, I think, Judy. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but you don't really know what's going on. All you know that there's a very strong hand against you. How much can your partner have? You've got 10, and there could be as much as 20 points or more on your right.
But it is in front of me.
It is in front of you, that's true.
Can I see Vicky's hand? We can't see all the hands.
Oh, okay. Well, because I wanted you to see how you could remember.
Yeah, just for a second. Oh, well,
Oh,
that's all right. I've got 3, 4, maybe 5 losers.
Okay, very good. It's exciting.
Okay, you can cover them up again. That was a horrible hand, Vicky.
yeah, thanks for leaving me in it.
We have a general question, please. Is there a point count to double showing both majors?
I think you have to have more than 7 points. Because we could open with 16. 16 and 7 does not produce a game. So, but 8 might produce a game if partners got a little bit more. So I think certainly without interference, I know for a fact that they would show 0 to 7. The one club, one diamond says 0 to 7 points. So they already know there's no game there, unless the opener has a lot more than 16. And then they have to try to suss that out. So, and they have ways to find that. It's very, very, wait for this word, very precise. I have to add this little story for you. Years ago, I was at a tournament, some national event somewhere, and the opponents played precision. So it began one club, one banana, whatever. They got all the way up to the 6th level and bid 6 spades. That was the final contract. But the point of this story is that that was the first time that spades had ever been mentioned.
Wow.
And there was nothing we could do to stop it. They had exchanged so much information on the way, starting at this very low level. And I suspect that the whole reason that C.C. Way invented this system was because when we start with 2 clubs, we have used up a complete level of bidding. And yet, so by opening 1 club with a very strong hand, they can explore at the 1 level whether or not they have game values or slam values. So I mean, I would love to learn the system. So it intrigues me, fascinates me. But I also know it's painful to learn the whole system, because a guy at my bridge club in New Jersey, when I first started, was trying to teach his partner. And we were novices. That was the only table that we ever had any success at. Excuse me. So there you go. Okay, so here we go, 1 club. We reached the end of my arranged boards, I think so. I think this is a completely different situation now.
Oh, okay.
We are finished with Mathe.
Ah,
5 and 6 is 11, 15, 18 points. So 1 club opening perfect. 1 spade. I like the way that Vicky bid the hand. When we're 5-5 in the majors, we always start with 1 spade.
I'm hovering between 2 and 3 diamonds. Sometimes I don't bid high enough to show my point count.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that 2 diamonds is high enough.
Okay, thank you.
Now, this is what's known as a reverse. Usually, we try to bid our higher ranking suit first, followed by lower ranking suit. Diamond, 1 spade, 2 clubs by partner.
Oh,
That would be the normal way in which we would show a hand. And that would always suggest longer diamonds than clubs, or maybe the same, etc. So when we do it the other way around, we have to have a very good hand. So 2 things about this. It's reverse because we're bidding the wrong way round, if you will. And secondly, our first bid suit is longer than our second bid suit. So when we bid 2 diamonds, we always have at least 4. Therefore, we must have at least 5 clubs. Though Judy has very accurately described her shape, we're not sure what she has in the majors. Secondly, this reverse always promises at least 17 high card points. And that's true, she's got 18 on this deal. So I'm going to spend a whole session on reverses at some point in the future. Maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, because I'm going off course to have a session on balancing, which was requested, and signals I think that people really need help with. So maybe we'll do a session on reverses stuck in there sometime soon. However, we can all learn this much. Number one, when we reverse, the first bid suit is always longer than the second bid suit. Now we have to understand what partner must do. The weakness bid here, partner, listen to the bidding. Now the weakness bid is 2 no trump. So if Vicky does not have enough to go to game opposite 17, she is obligated to bid 2 no trump. That is the weakness bid. Raising any of the suits that have already been bid is also forcing, game force. So she's chosen to bid 2 hearts to show that she has 5 spades. I don't know that it says, and I mean, she could just bid 2 spades. You have to have agreements with partner on this. So if she had bid 2 spades, it would say that she heard the auction, she has more than 4 spades. Here she's got 5, and we are in a game force. So 2 hearts certainly sounds like it's forcing. So normally, if we bid 2 no trump, that partner would go back to their first bid long suit. That's the normal procedure. If she's bid 2 hearts. So let's see what the opener wants to do now.
Wow. Oh,
Gail has to pass. Thanks, Gail. Well, I'm not sure that the hearts bid really says, I guess it promises hearts.
well, I didn't know if I should leave it open. I didn't know how to leave it open for her to possibly rebid, but I think she's got 5-4. So,
Well, I think you can always go back to your first bid suit, which is at least 5.
the clubs.
That's pretty normal here, because you know we're in a game force. So, and you do have stoppers, and I guess you want the lead coming to you. So I can't fault 3 no trump.
Okay.
Either of her 3 no trump. So Pam, let's lead 3 no trump. What would you lead?
So my 2 hearts, though, I meant it to show the 5-5, but it can also be 4 suit forcing, can't it?
Well, some experts play that's a very bad hand. Nothing about hearts.
Yeah.
Partner, I can't stand it. There's no game here. And you should bid 3 clubs, and I'm probably going to pass. Now, I told you that the weakness bid is 2 no trump, because that's easier. So I'm okay bidding hearts to show 5 spades and at least 4 hearts. But only if you have a game forcing hand. And here you have 8. So 17 and 8 is enough to be in game. So that's okay. But you need to agree with your partner that you will play the 2 no trump over the reverse. 2 no trump is the weakness bid, and partner should bid their first bid suit. Remember, it could be 6-4, 6 card suit in the first bid suit, or even longer. I once saw somebody open a 5 card club suit. He had a huge hand, and then his partner bid a heart. And now this expert was trying to figure out what he could bid next that would be forcing. So he went in the tank for 5 minutes and finally bid 2 diamonds, which was a singleton. And it's 100% forcing, of course, but his partner passed.
Oh,
So upset when he saw the dummy. And, you know, he was responsible. He made a bad bid himself, but now he misplayed the hand and went down even more than he should have. So it was a nightmare. And 3 no trump just rolled in the other room. Very sad. So what happened here?
I led the king, I took the queen of diamonds on the lead and played the king of spades from my hand.
Okay. So Gail has to decide what to do. So I'm going to tell you that the bottom line is that you have to duck. You know that he's only got 2 spades. So you have to duck at least one time.
Do you use the rule of 7 here?
Well, that's really for the declarer.
Okay.
Here we say, look, he's got 2 spades. He's lucky to have the king. Maybe he's got the jack as well. But I want him to, I hope he's got the jack. And I'll duck again. And then he has to get over to the dummy. It looks like he's got a way to get to the dummy. Okay. So we count on declarer's suits. When you look at the dummy, you should recognize that having 2 diamonds in your hand is not much help to you. The suit you have to protect are spades and clubs.
Okay, I'm kind of thinking that if I get in, I want to be able to get to my partner's hand.
But you can afford to pitch 1 diamond.
No, okay, that was I was debating.
I could see you debating.
Okay.
Now, this is very easy. This is automatically second hand low. No, 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 you must win it.
Oh,
You must win it. How will you ever get back to your partner?
oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, she didn't play the queen, she played low. I beg your pardon. Why wouldn't you put up the queen?
Because I thought they might run out of spades and I'd still get my queen.
How are you going to get there? How are you going to get to it?
I already made the contract and maybe they'll play to it.
You should win that trick, or you have no more tricks.
Right. Oh, well, okay. So I should play the queen on the 10.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Undo.
Or maybe I see what you're saying. I'm looking at too many cards.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
duck if you will. Okay, good. Duck if you will.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm not totally sure where the ace is.
there
There.
it is.
Yep.
Okay. So it's always good to make your contract.
Yes.
So Judy did well to bid 3 no trump. She's got good instincts and made very nicely. Well done. Now, this is another interesting situation. No, I'm not going to let you make that bid. Please undo, Vicky. So with these random deals, all sorts of things come up, and they may not be part of a lesson that I've taught recently, or they might still be in store, I don't know. But I can't let you do things that are just not right. One, here's the past hand. So if she were to bid 1 no trump, it's no longer forcing. So she has a spade fit, which she must show, but she's also got 10 points. Her partner might have opened the 3rd seat. So she wants to convey that she's got 10 points, but she doesn't want to jump to the 3 level in case that's too high, especially as this isn't really worth 10 points. Let's count her losers. 2 spades, 2 hearts is 4, 2 clubs is 6, 3 diamonds is a 9 loser hand. Usually when we have a limit raise, we have no more than 8 losers. So she can downplay this to a 9 count and just raise to 2 spades. And if partner is interested, she'll go higher. Or she could use drury. Say, ask for an undo, please, Vicky.
Okay.
I've got a limit raise. Do you want to be in game opposite my fit and a 10 count? So the simple bid for that is 2 clubs. Okay, 2 clubs, drury, reverse drury actually. Partner, do you want to go to game opposite a limit raise? Gail's going to probably pass. And now Judy has to say to herself, is this a yes or a no or a maybe? 7, 8, 10, 14 points. Well, normally, if partner's got 11, we would want to go. So she's got a difficult decision to make.
And is it 2 diamonds that says I have a full bid?
No, I'm going to tell you a different way.
Okay.
2 spades says not interested.
Mm-hmm.
4 spades says happy to be here. Any other bid says, I'm not really sure. What do you think?
Pass that buck.
So when you look at, and there's all different ways of doing this, and you can look,
Pass 10.
but some people bid a suit where they have strength. Some people might bid a suit where they don't have strength. So 2 hearts would say, I'm not sure. I'm a bit worried about my hearts.
Okay.
Partner will say, well, I've got control of hearts, so I'm going to go. Or you might just say 2 spades, not interested. Or you have an agreement that says, I'll show where I have some strength and you decide. So I don't know. I personally would not bid drury. I would just bid two spades with this hand, because I know this is East hand is a horrible hand.
Did you hear that, Vic?
Yeah, yeah, thank you. See, I'd look at 1 spade, well, maybe because I don't know drury. 1 spade, 2 hearts says 5 hearts and spades.
No.
Well, what I suggested was you could have an agreement that says, I'm going to bid a suit in which I need help.
Okay.
And, like a help suit game try type of idea. But you would have to have that specific agreement with your partner. Because the normal bids would be 2 spades, not interested, and 4 spades, it's a. So 2 hearts could be used for anything. You might bid 2 spades. She might still go to game because she was in fact slamming. So there's all sorts of possibilities. But I'm going to say that with the East hand, my person, if she had opened in first seat, I would just bid 2 spades. I would not encourage with this hand, with 9 losers. How many losers does Judy have? 1 spade and 3 hearts is 4, and 2 diamonds is 6, and 2 clubs is 8. So with this hand, if my partner bid Drury, I would say no, I'm not going to game.
We have a question.
South needs to bid.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Question, please.
Yes.
If East responded 1 no trump,
Well,
would it be passed or not?
yes, because she's a passed hand, it could be passed. And on these cards, West would pass 1 no trump.
Yep.
Because she doesn't have a natural second bid. So she would just pass. That's why when you have a fit with your partner who opened in third seat, if you have a fit, you have to show it. You can show it by raising to 2 or by bidding Drury. So we ended up at 2 spades, and I think that's a good place. So it looks like you're going to have to lose 2 hearts and a club and a diamond. Maybe 2 diamonds.
Additional question, with this bidding, the 2 hearts, would that have to be alerted?
Mm-mm. But the Drury would, wouldn't it?
Yes, Drury has to be alerted. And maybe you have to alert 2 hearts as saying it's kind of invitational to 4 spades.
Hmm.
That she chose not to accept. 2 square a hand.
Yeah.
So that wraps up the official part of our lesson. I'm just going to stop recording. I don't think it record. Oh, okay.